Have you ever heard a head coach say it's not the scores you remember, it's the moments you remember later in life? The Central Pounders had one of those moments last Friday. It's a heartwarming story about how an unselfish act made the night's final score all but irrelevant.
Braswell tells us all the time that the game is bigger than us.
Last Friday was just another example. Central loaded the bus, a near 3-hour drive, a second-round showdown at unbeaten Greenville. A game they would lose, but a day they would win.
We already knew Friday before we ever went to the stadium, before we ever put our helmets and pads on, before the scoreboard even started, that we had already won the day.
All because of a detour Central head coach Courtney Braswell set up ahead of time.
But they got us on the back.
Courtney's best friend, Red Bank assistant Charles Weems, is from Greenville.
Before Ashton, you're out.
His mother, Tony Weems, who loves Courtney, still lives there.
Me and Courtney had a running joke that when we played each other, who my mom was really pulling for.
In this case, all parties are pulling for Tony. Tony was recently diagnosed with a very rare form of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
It broke my heart. I don't remember the last time I cried like that.
But Tony's biggest concern was if Central kept winning, she'd be unable to watch Courtney coach against Greenville.
This lady might not live to see another football season, but she thought of us.
So the Central bus, bound for Greenville, was now loaded with 4 dozen roses, a signed jersey, Tony's home address, and a few dozen young men who understand the game is bigger than them.
Each one of our kids handed her a rose, and each one of them gave her a hug.
Just going to see that lady that thought of us before herself, even in the midst of all her trials that she had, it touched me.
You can exist in a way or live your life in a way that you make somebody else's day better or make their existence better just because you were part of it. That's really what we're here for.
My goodness gracious.
It was just, something that obviously I'm grateful for and that I'll never forget, and just provided some joy for her in a time that's been a difficult time.
It was the perfect prelude to Central's biggest game in more than a decade. And a reminder, the final score is only half the story.
Everybody certainly felt more victorious than you normally do in defeat, because we won in a lot of different ways that night.
Courtney Braswell and the Central Purple Pounders, it is safe to say they are doing way more than just winning football games.